The port of Salvador in Brazil stood out as one of the busiest in the Atlantic Ocean from the late 17th century to the mid 19th century. Take, for example, the slave trade, one of the world's most important business for 4 centuries, from the city's founding in 1549 until mid 19th century. Salvador was a port city in the mid 19th century, and its economy revolved around its port. Ships with deep draft did not reach the wharf. They anchored offshore, and goods were loaded and unloaded using smaller boats operated by black sailors, mostly enslaved Africans and freedmen. In the city of Salvador, there were many works known as winners who gathered in groups called cantos. They were almost entirely Africans and offered services such as carrying all types of objects, as well as transporting passengers in sedan chairs. The cantos had their own leadership, the cantos captain, who were responsible for negotiating freight and keeping their followers in order. The cantos were formed by the Africans of nations like Nagôs, Jejes, Angolas, etc. The winners were utmost important to Salvador. In June 1857, they organized a strike in the city, the first strike in Brazil, organized by the cantos. The strike was motivated by a municipal law that required winners to register with the city council, pay a small service tax, wear an iron plate around their neck with the municipal registration number, and freedmen would be compelled to find reputable citizens to vouch for their past and future conduct. The movement brought the city to a standstill. No goods were unloaded, no volumes were carried on the backs of portside blacks to warehouses and stores, and no passengers were carried in sedan chairs. The strike temporarily succeeded in abolishing the tax and suspending the requirement for freemen to provide bail, now only requiring a clean slate certificate issued by a Polish authority. The plate was still in place, but it was now free. This measure had outraged the winners the most, as they considered it an affront to their dignity, which is why the strike lasted for most 2 weeks in 1857. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like.